Promises about fixing Nigeria's power challenge comes up again as President Muhammadu Buhari takes up a second-term task. We probe reasons why Nigeria is still in darkness and the way out as agenda setting for President Buhari's second term in office. And the drama in the Edo State House of Assembly unsettles the legislature after the inauguration and election of principal officers. Questions are raised on the procedures. Hello everyone and welcome to the program. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimalia, Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos. We continue our countdown and monitoring of activities as the nation eagerly awaits the formation of the president's cabinet. It is now 20 days since the inauguration of the government for a second time in office, and we await the formation of the president's cabinet. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed 2 new bills into law. The bills are the Federal Polytechnic Amendments Bill and the National Institute for Security Bill. The Federal Polytechnic Amendment Bill seeks to amend the Federal Polytechnic Act, Cap 17 of the laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. What you see now is that bill, those bills are now effectively laws. Well, what you often see play out in the politics of the State House of Assembly appears to have played out again in Edo State, South Nigeria, as the 7th session of the House of Assembly has been inaugurated, with 9 out of the 24 newly elected members in attendance. After ushering the lawmakers into the chambers, the clerk of the House, Audu Omogbai, read a proclamation letter transmitted to the House by Governor Godwin Obaseki. The inauguration comes after 19 out of the 24 members earlier addressed a press conference where they alleged that the governor was trying to impose the leadership of the House on members. The Edo State Commissioner for Information, Paul Ohabamu, refuted the claims, insisting that Governor Obaseki has not broken any law. Meanwhile, the member representing Eastern North constituency, Frank Okiye, has emerged as the Speaker of the Assembly and has been sworn in following the inauguration. The 2 opposing parties in the matter have spoken to Channels Television.
19 of us went to that. Sometime 30 minutes later, we started getting calls. And like I said, we're happy that something that was to be done was now to be done, irrespective of the fact that it was late and all of that. But all of a sudden, we tried to get in touch about 30 minutes later. That was by 6 o'clock. We tried to get in touch with the clerk of the House to find out if he was already in possession of the letter. Then, as first his phone was ringing, he wasn't picking. And we tried to talk to some of our members at about 8 o'clock in the evening. We were supposed to meet. We discovered that 4 of them, their phones were ringing, they were not picking. It became very curious. 3 hours before then, there were 19 persons. Out of that 19 persons, 4 of them were seen in the floor of the House that night, ungodly hour, and they were being sworn in. Now, first, why were we not there? We were not told. Would we have been there if we were told? Of course, that was what we wanted to, and that was why we demanded that that the governor transmit that letter.
There are 24 members of the State House of Assembly. I'm not a lawyer, but at least, I went to school. Someone that went to school to the point of having a master's degree has gone through a few courses. 1/3 of 24 is 8. And the numbers that we have been getting since yesterday says 9. If 1/3 of 24 is 8, I believe a quorum was formed. So all the things that happened yesterday afternoon, to my understanding, is within the law, and they should just allow it to rest. When they come together and act as one, they will be able to form a very formidable force in the legislative part to check the executive and the other, arm of government.
Well, now let's check out our political roundup. We have more trending political stories for you.
President Muhammadu Buhari has met with governors on the platform of the All Progressives Congress (APC). The meeting had governors of 10 states and the deputy governors of Kaduna and Katsina. Discussions between the president and the governors was partly centered on the issue of insecurity. The Zenith Labour Party says the 2019 elections fell short of the standards established in the 2015 elections. This formed part of the party's communique issued at the end of its National Executive Council meeting held in Abuja. It blamed its poor preparations for the election and conduct of security personnel on the unexpected postponement of the presidential and National Assembly elections by the electoral umpire. The party also frowns at any attempt to gag the media and calls for a free press.
2019 general elections were generally peaceful, but did not reflect a marked improvement on the standards established in 2015.
The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, has formally received the members of the 7th Assembly of the Anambra State Legislature and taxed them on the increased synergy with the executive arm of government, as well as to ensure effective representation of their constituencies. Meanwhile, political parties in Bayelsa State are threatening to boycott the August 16th local government elections in the state if the acting chairman of the Bayelsa State Independent Electoral Commission, Bolo Yaride, is not removed from office. The basis for the call for his removal is based on allegations that the acting chairman is a known card-carrying member of the People's Democratic Party and would rig the elections in the favor of the PDP.